What's up, guys? Welcome back for another one. In today's video, we're going to conquer two things here. The first part, I'm going to show you how to remove and relocate or delete your horn on your touring motorcycle. The second part is all about the horn as well, because this is a race-inspired build. And for the race baggers, they noticed that when they deleted their horn from the bike, their rear cylinder temperatures were starting to rise and overheat. And so they realized quickly that the horn piece itself actually does a good job at diverting air to the rear cylinder. So once they had to remove the horn, they actually designed a piece they call the Horn Fang to take its place. And let me show you what that looks like. And basically, the Horn Fang is just an open air duct designed to do the same exact thing. So this Horn Fang, which is from Upper Carbon, the same guys who I bought the Road Glide fairing from, is designed to mount in the same place where you had your horn bracket, and that's really it. And again, it's supposed to do an even better job at diverting air to the rear cylinder, thus keeping your rear cylinder head temps down. And I know this is only a stage 2 114, but it will promise you it will not be that way forever. And so in a way, this is kind of future proofing for the rest of this build. And of course, it's carbon fiber and it looks badass to me. So step one, we'll relocate the horn. I'll show you guys how to do that. And then step two, we'll slap this bad boy on. We'll ride it around. I'll show you what it looks like. I'll give you my thoughts, and you guys let me know what you think in the comments below. Alright, so I'm going to show you real quick how to remove this horn, and I believe we're going to take the horn out of this case and relocate it to the front. Obviously, you can delete the horn and cut the wires, tape them up, whatever you want to do, put them away. But, you know, for the people who want to still have the ability to use their horn, I'm going to show you guys what to do. So, taking the horn off is real simple. Half inch, takes this bolt off. Boom. And then you just have your positive and negative here. So you can pull those guys right off. And there's the horn module. If you're going to put it in the front, you got to take it out of this whole case here and mount it up in there. After you got that off, you have to remove the bracket itself, and there's two bolts up top. I believe it's a 14. So I'm using this angled ratcheting 14. There's one bolt. We're going to hang on to that with the washer. So I mowed the fuel line out of the way just to make it easier to get here. There's the other one. And then this bracket comes off here. There's a little tie strap here you got to cut. So I'll cut that, and then we'll see if there's enough room to run these wires to the front when we remount it. So we're going to take the horn out of this compartment here. Take these two bolts off. Discard that piece. The only thing we're going to need is the horn itself. There we go. So the idea is there's a hole in the neck of the frame here, and it's just going to go like that, and you plug your two wires in there. And so the idea is, if I get this bell out the way, that you mount your horn right through this hole, screw it through the back. Like everything else, it's a pain in the ass to get to, but it's doable, and you should be good to go. You just make sure the wires that you disconnected can reach, so you may have to lift the tank, play with the wires a little bit, try to get them so they reach the bottom of the horn.
Alright, as you can see, I got the horn on. It's just that bolt that sticks out the back and the little nut. So that's in there. Now I gotta see if the wire will reach the 2 leads on the bottom, and horn relocation is done. And now you see I have the 2 wires plugged in here, and let me just wrap around real quick so you guys can see. It is pretty tight, but if you back out a little right around in this area, you'll see that horn wire is tie strapped up. You can clip that, and that'll give you just enough room for it to run along the top here and then plug into the bottom of the terminals. So I did have to raise the gas tank up a little bit to get that done. Just make it easier. I mean, you could always just cut the wires, splice them, and extend them as well. Just make sure you disconnect the battery or the main fuse before you do that. But I figured this way was a little bit cleaner and quicker. Anyway, that part is done. The horn works. Start putting this bike back together. All right, so if you were to order this from Upper Carbon, the bracket does not come installed. It does come with these bolts here, but you know, real simple. You put this side down, you tighten these 2 bolts down, and you're good to go. This part here, if you notice, I've got the thing out the way here. These 2 mounting bolts from the horn piece itself is all you're going to use. So I'm just going to slide that in there and start these bolts up top. Tighten them down, and that's it. And there you go. Now I can drop the tank back down. It is a little bit easier, but it's not completely necessary to raise the tank unless you're running the wire to the front. It's just a little easier to access the tie strap that's holding back the horn wires itself. So that's really it. I'll plug this guy back in, drop the tank, screw it in, and we'll take it out. All right, so what do I think so far? Fitment wise, fit great. It does not get in the way of my leg, I'm happy to report. In fact, the way it's recessed toward the rear, I touch the stock air filter I have with the RLMS filter installed. I touch that when I try to pinch the gas tank with my legs before I do on the Air Fang side. The Air Fang side is shaped really, really nice to where I can barely feel it when my thigh is on the gas tank. And the mount is solid. You know, you kind of expect everything to vibrate a little bit, especially if it's mounted the way it is. But it's in there, man. It's solid. There's no fear of it falling off. It looks great. Oh, shit. Here we go. Boy, they're out today. They are out today. But yeah, so back to golf. It looks great. As far as engine temps, and I'm trying to figure out a way to do it because this bike is tuned with a TTS. I do have a power vision on the street bob, but I gotta look into seeing if I can hook up the power vision just to do some monitoring of the head temps and stuff like that. So we'll see what the options are. If I can do that, I'll let you guys know, you know, how it's cooling the rear cylinder. And all in all, really happy with it. Shout out to Upper Carbon for sending it over. You know, as always, shipment is quick and fast, and communication's great. And stay tuned for the next one. If you've been paying attention to this view here, you can see I do have the Legends cartridges installed. I've had them for a while, but I had a little bartering going on with my guys over at Ocean Motors. So shout out to them for dropping them in for me. And I literally just came home, slapped the forks back on the bike, and I've been riding it. I don't know, it's probably been about a week now with the Legends cartridges. So now I got Legends in the front and the rear. So keep a lookout if you're interested in the suspension review. That should be coming out shortly. And all in all, you guys know what to do, man. Stay safe out there. I can't tell you how many things I see on a daily basis, riding my motorcycle to work and back and everywhere else. So keep your head on the swivel, stay safe, like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.